Welcome to another episode of Women in Research. With me, I have Professor Stellah Mikhovi Mikalitsa. She will say it better or in a nice way, the way it's supposed to be said or pronounced. But welcome, Prof.
Thank you.
Karibu sana to Women in Research. I'm glad to see you and I'm glad you have made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so please introduce yourself for our audiences.
Yes, my name is Stellah Mukhovi Mikalitsa.
Yeah.
I am born and bred in a rural area somewhere in Kakamega.
Yeah.
I am a teacher and also a mother to two handsome young men.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Karibu sana, Prof.
Thank you very
So
much.
here in Women in Research, of course we are talking to you because you're one of our researchers or you're one of our women in academia, if I can say that.
Yes.
So we just want to hear about your journey of how you ended up where you are and whether you saw it coming, whether you planned for it, whether you went for it. Unajua kuna wale wana set goals and they actually achieved them.
Yes.
Or it just happened along the way. Yeah.
My journey has been long. I would call it a journey of grace and hard work and resilience.
Yeah.
Growing up from a very humble family.
Yeah.
And I attended a day school.
Okay.
A small school that those days it was not even on a map. And a day school and a girl, when you come back home, you have to do a lot of household chores.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I worked very hard. And I am also very lucky to have met women at that very young age. One of the special women that I met was my mom.
Yeah.
She raised me to work very hard.
Yeah.
And she was so determined, as if something was pushing her, that you must make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I went to this small school as a day scholar, I met also a lady, headmistress. She was a Ugandan woman. And, very strong woman also and very humble. And I remember my turning point was when I was choosing schools for A-level. So as a young girl, I was very excited. I wanted to go to Alliance.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Kenya High.
Yeah.
And from a very small school.
Yeah.
So she sat me down and she told me, Stella, these schools, no one knows you. No one knows us.
Okay.
So she told me, let us choose schools from around that at least know us.
Okay.
And also Catholic schools. It was a Catholic school. So she helped me to choose Mukumu Girls, Bunyore Girls, and one of my schools that I chose was Nangina Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so from that ambition of Kenya High, I ended up choosing, schools around us that knew the school.
Yeah.
And after the exams, I did well. I was the only student that went to A-level.
Yeah.
Ended up at Nangina Girls.
Yeah.
And at Nangina Girls, it was also another turning point.
Okay.
Because I was made a librarian.
Okay.
So if you are in the library, you have to read, So you're always interacting with books. So that one also really helped me. If I can tell you the whole story, that I ended up in University of Nairobi to do a Bachelor of Education.
Yeah.
And I met another very strong woman.
Yeah.
She was our principal at Kikuyu campus. She actually grew in the ranks to become a DVCAA.
Oh.
I'm sure when I mentioned that, you may know her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was also a very strong woman. And, I looked up to her as a young girl in undergraduate. She was very, she walked straight. She was very firm, but also very humble lady. So I said, when I grow up, I would like to be like this lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I finished, I worked very hard at undergraduate and also emerged the best student in the geography class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Congratulations.
I was given a scholarship to do my master's. But before I started doing my master's, I had a very short stint at a secondary school somewhere in the Rift Valley. I taught there for just one term, then I got my scholarship to come and do master's. But while I was doing my master's, you see, I had to finish my master's within 2 years.
Yeah.
The scholarship is usually 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I had to go and teach.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been a teacher in high school for many years.
Okay.
And I taught at Kenya High School. And the Kenya High School was also another place that I met a very strong woman.
So you did end up at Kenya High School. You remember that dream?
Yes, I
Yeah.
had that dream.
So you ended up there, but as a teacher.
Yeah, I ended up at Kenya High School as a teacher. And Kenya High School, I met a very strong leader. Can I mention her name?
Yeah, sure.
Mrs. Wanjoy. She was, she was that kind of a woman. When students saw her and they were on the wrong, they would just disappear. And even us as staff, we respected her.
Yeah.
She was very strong.
Yeah.
And she taught me about work ethics because I had come from a bush school.
Okay.
Also had some short stint in a school where there was a lot of chaos.
Okay.
So now you go to the Kenya High School and you meet a very strong lady.
Yeah.
And she taught me about work ethics. She was such a wonderful leader. You just respect her from the way she leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that really impacted me as well. Yeah.
So this is after your master's? When are you
No.
teaching? When are you teaching at Kenya High?
At Kenya High, I was teaching there when I joined masters very early because I had only one term of teaching. And then I had to teach in another school,
Okay.
a bush school, where there was no discipline. Students were rioting all the time. Yeah, so then I ended up at Kenya High School. And when I was at Kenya High School, I was doing my master's.
So
Yeah.
you were working and
Yeah, I
learning.
was working and doing my
studying.
master's.
Yeah.
And then I also, I graduated with my master's in 1996
Okay.
when I was still at Kenya High and continued to teach until 2001 when I joined university.
Okay. So by the time you're joining university, are you clear on your career path? Are you sure now that this is what I want to do? Have you figured yourself out as an individual?
By the time you decide you want to do a master's, at least you know where you're going.
Okay.
Yeah, you are thinking about maybe joining an academic career. Because I remember when I was young, my father was working in Spring Valley.
Okay.
And I used to pass here on this road.
Yeah.
And I used to tell myself one day I will be in this university,
Okay.
not just as a student, but also as a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, so by the time I'm coming to do masters, I had a very good supervisor, the late Professor Obara. Yeah, because I was doing masters in his field.
Yeah.
So Professor Obara taught me many things.
Which field is this? Did you
This
go
is
back?
agricultural geography.
Oh, so you left now the education because
I
you
left
did a Bachelor of
education.
Education. Now you're.
Yeah. I did education and left education now to do an MA.
Okay. An MA in agricultural geography.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all my teachers also told me I loved geography.
Oh.
Even from secondary school
Yeah.
to high school.
Yeah.
You know, I had also very good geography teachers.
Okay.
So they developed that interest in me. So by the time I am coming to do my master's, I meet Professor Obara. And we were very few of us, so the contact hours were very many.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just walk to the lecturer. Yeah, I worked very hard. Also.
Yeah. So you come back to teach at the University of Nairobi, or how do you transition as a lecturer from now the Kenya High?
Yeah, so I taught at Kenya High with the masters, I think from 96 to 2001. Those are several, I think they 4 years. And then now Professor Obara, again, may God rest his soul in eternal peace, he told me that he wanted me to come to the university. And before that, I had been a part-timer at Kikuyu campus in the same department that I was studying. So he told me, Professor Obara told me he wanted me to come and support him to teach agricultural geography. And you know, in my class we were two. It was a male student and myself.
Wow.
So he told me, there's this position, I would like you to come. And because he was very senior in the department, I think his voice also, yeah, and also just support that it's a good candidate. Yeah, by the grace of God, I ended up in the department as an assistant lecturer. Yeah.
So that's how you started now. You now officially in the academic
career.
Yeah. So how has it been, and how then did you go to do your PhD and all that?
So when you enter academics, you have to work so hard.
Tell me about it.
You have to work so hard because you don't want to remain at the same place. And for you to grow, you just must have a PhD. So the PhD is the starting point, and then from the PhD you can publish. It's publish or perish.
Yeah.
So as an assistant lecturer, and then I started working on my PhD proposal. Yeah, I had some challenges here and there, but I was able to navigate them by the grace of God. And in 2009, I graduated with my PhD.
How many years were those?
I started my PhD in 2004.
So about 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. Do you remember maybe your thesis topic, your area of study?
I did research on gender perspective, on the use of technology in agriculture, in food production.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I was looking at whether women also have access to technology to produce. And I was comparing that with the outcomes like food security and nutrition of young kids below the age of 5.
Oh, wow. And how come you're in geography? Okay, it sounds a topic for me. It sounds like it's a topic that should be in the food, food science.
It's because I am an agricultural geographer.
Yeah.
And in agricultural geography, we study agriculture. And we look at the spatial aspect of agriculture, food systems. So basically the geography and then the agriculture. So at this time, in your 5 years, tell me a little bit of what's going on in your other life. My other life.
Have you settled? Are you moving? Have you partnered in marriage? Are you settled? Are you a mother?
I got my first baby in 1993 when I was doing my master's. Actually, it was during an examination. that I started vomiting. And it's like, oh.
When you were a student, a master student. Okay.
Yeah. So when you go to the exam and now you feel like vomiting, then you know things are not.
Yeah.
And you know these are things that women go through. Our young girls go through these things.
Yeah.
And they have to compete also on the same level with women.
Yeah.
I mean with men.
Yeah.
So you have a situation where you have to raise your kids, you are a mother, and you are also, studying your PhD. That balancing act is not easy.
It isn't easy.
Yeah.
So when you're doing your PhD, you're a young mother.
I'm a young mother. Because remember, at master's level, I got expectant.
Yeah.
I was raising a young family. So by the time I'm doing my PhD, I am still a mother.
Yeah.
I have to do what mothers do.
And you're teaching.
I have to teach. I am somebody's daughter. I have also to support community, Yeah, so it was difficult, but you have to really balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you say in that season was your... Okay, of course, yes, it was difficult, but what was your biggest push and pull? Was there... How was your support system looking like?
My support system, I would say, sometimes you have to depend on yourself, and you have to really motivate yourself despite the challenges that you are having. Because it's not all the time that you have a good support system. It's not all the time. But, being just focused and, talking to yourself in the mirror.
Pep talks.
Saying that, you just have to do it. Despite the challenges you may face, whether it's at home, whether with raising a family.
Yeah.
And, when you're doing your PhD, you're also teaching.
Yeah.
So the challenges are many.
Yeah.
But I remember one of the things that helped me was I put a note where at my table and on the wall.
Yeah.
That every day I have to write something on my thesis.
Oh.
Yeah, every day.
And did you manage?
Yeah, because if you say that you leave it aside, take care of the baby first, you will never finish.
So the note literally said, what did the note say?
Do something every day on this
your thesis.
PhD thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really made sure that there was no day that I had, even if it's just writing one sentence, it makes a very big difference.
Yeah. Okay, goodness. So tell us, so research findings, how does it go after you get your PhD? Do things open up as we think they, it almost sounds like a canon, a certain canon that you need to get to, and then now things will change for you.
For my PhD, I didn't have funding.
Okay.
So I sold my car for me to go to the field.
What?
Because I said, Stella, this PhD is what will propel you to the next level. So do whatever you have to do. Yeah, so I just sold the car because I looked for funding I couldn't get.
Okay.
So I told myself, am I going to sit back, sell the car and, get money and go to the field? And I literally went to the field myself and engaged research assistants and we did the research together with them. Yeah.
So you had not gotten the scholarship, like the university, staff development, what have you?
No.
Wow.
I got a scholarship for masters, but for PhD it was a bit difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they give you, because you are staff, they give you waiver on tuition.
Okay.
But what about field work?
Yeah.
You need money for field work. Yeah, so that's why I had to sell my car.
Yeah. And you did that?
Yes, I did.
So when you landed, now you're Dr. Stella. Did things come back?
Hey, it's not easy.
Was it
As I
a
mentioned,
mirage?
as I mentioned early,
Yeah.
you know, I met good
Yeah.
mentors,
Yeah.
you know, from secondary school, Kenya high school, undergraduate level.
Yeah.
But coming to university, we don't have a structured mentorship. So your supervisors are the ones supposed to mentor you.
Yeah.
And I thank God that I had a very good supervisor,
Yeah.
Professor Mungai
Yeah.
and Professor Otengi. They were my supervisors, and you know, we worked very closely with them. You know, supervisors whom you give your work, they read,
Okay.
and it comes back all read.
Okay.
I really liked that.
You appreciate,
Yeah,
the
because
effort.
when it comes back with the red, and you know, it means they actually read. Yeah, so they really supported me. Now come publications. You know, you have to publish. So from my PhD thesis, I had to publish. So when you start to publish, then now that's when you start to grow in academia.
Okay. So how has that growth looked like for you?
The growth, just a minute. From assistant lecturer, I was promoted to lecturer, and then senior lecturer,
Yeah.
and then it took me 10 years
Okay.
to be a professor.
Imagine.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I became a professor in 2024.
Yeah.
So I'm still a very young professor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last year, I became a chair.
Yeah, of the department. Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
So how have you been navigating the of course there are challenges, and you've mentioned ni vile tu utaki kusema exactly. How did you navigate the challenges?
The
Until now,
challenges-
not that you've mentioned being a chair of department, now I've skipped to that and then I'll come back to the other, the one for becoming a prof.
Oh, a chair of a department. It took me by surprise.
Yeah.
But I told you, having a very, I was taught work ethics
Okay.
by Mrs. Wanjoy.
Okay.
So those work ethics are the ones that have kind of propelled me. I do my things straight.
Yeah.
I work very hard.
Yeah.
And also, I just believe in hard work.
Okay.
There's nothing that comes easy.
Yeah.
So because of that, and having just to, motivate yourself. Like publications, I had just to write my publications myself.
Wow.
I had just to learn how to publish.
Yeah.
But along the way, I was on a project that really propelled me.
Okay.
That project was on food systems. I did my postdoc on the project. First, we collected data. There was 3 years of data collection.
Yeah.
Just understanding the food systems in a particular context, and then another 3 years of action.
Yeah.
So I did my postdoc for 3 years and another 3 years. So you can imagine how many publications I wrote.
Yeah.
And it was not only me. We were many, and I worked together with a lady from Switzerland.
Okay.
Johanna. And Johanna, she was doing a postdoc, and she was in Bolivia. I was doing a postdoc in Kenya, and we used the same tools, working on social-ecological resilience of food systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we published together. So sometimes she's the first author, another time I'm the first author, like that. And we really grew because of that.
Yeah.
So that project was also a turning point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for you to become a professor, you need the publication points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And you managed to gain them in 10 years.
Yeah, in 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years is not...
Is a long time. Is it a long time or a short time in
it's
academia?
very a long time.
It's such a long time.
Yeah, because some people, they do 3 years.
Yeah.
Because the regulations say you must have done 3 years.
Yeah.
So there are those who can
Achieve
everything
within the
3 years. Yeah, but some of us,
you put in the work.
Yeah.
So in terms of impact or research impact, Prof, what can you really say your area of impact has been in the community?
My area of impact has been on transformation of food systems to make them more sustainable.
Yeah.
We used a particular context to understand the food systems, and then after understanding them, identify the challenges through a participatory method. And we were given some little money, funding, to support an intervention at a community level. And so as a postdoc on that research, first empirical research, and then second transformative pilot actions to do an intervention that affects food security, reduces poverty and inequality, and also just builds the resilience of the communities. So that was very impactful because we did a project on cooperative. We supported farmers to establish a cooperative, and after that they were able to, build a cooler house, and the county government helped them to purchase a milk cooling machine. Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
Because they face challenges of middlemen. Yeah, so they can sell their milk in bulk, and they can also access market directly, and they can get a better price because they bulk the milk before they sell.
Yeah.
So there's that economies of scale. Yeah.
So being a woman where you are right now in leadership in the department and being a prof, now you're on this other side. Now there are people who want to come up. What are you doing maybe to help them, looking back at the challenging journey that you had? What are you looking maybe to pull another
person?
Yeah.
I mentor young people.
Yeah.
In my department, I know I have mentored some young people that came in to do their masters.
Yeah.
Now they are lecturers somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They did their PhD. Yeah. So there are some girls, when they pass through my hands, I try my best to support them. Yeah. And some of them actually, once they go outside there, they still reach out and they say, wow, if it was not for you, I don't know what would have happened. So I know several ladies that I have mentored that are big people outside there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in academia as well. And they are growing. And whenever they have a challenge, they reach out. When they're doing projects and they need some support here and there, for me to look at their concept, I do that freely. Yeah.
It's interesting, Prof. For me, I just knew you were in Department of Geography. But now that you're talking about food systems and all that, and agricultural geography, I think I've never bothered either to know the specific line, and yet we have been, in spaces together and yeah. That's on me, not on you. And it's good that now we have sat and talked about this. Maybe just to ask, so as you were growing in your career, right, and as you were coming up in academia, when you said you had 2 boys, so when does this second born come, and what did you feel like as you were growing did not receive the attention, as much attention that you would have loved to give it because of something else? Like, of course, you attend to this and this one hurts. Attend to this and this one hurts.
There are many there are many things that get affected
Yeah.
because of this career progression, studying, and sometimes in our traditional African society,
Yeah.
sometimes a woman who is empowered
It's a problem.
is a problem.
Yeah.
They say, you have horns,
Yeah.
you can't raise a family, you can't keep a marriage. Yes, so as you progress, actually, I know that there are very strong women that have managed to, navigate very well. But I am not one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. So somewhere, things start not working
Yeah.
because of, you're spending too much time
At work.
doing your PhD.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have kids,
Yeah.
and then you have a husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes some things may be affected.
Definitely.
Not because you want it, but because maybe that support system that you require, and also the threat of the empowered woman.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it is a threat. I don't know. But
Yeah.
that is what I felt.
Yeah. What can you really tell us as a parting shot, looking at everything that we've spoken about, for a woman in research, for an upcoming researcher, or from your own experience? What could you share some parting shots?
My parting shots are that women can make it in academia.
Yeah.
And we still have very few women in the higher cadre positions in academic institutions.
Yeah.
If I tell you, for example, in the faculty, we are only 4 women chairs
Okay.
out of 14 departments. What percentage is that?
It's very small. 4 out
Yeah.
of 14. 0.3.
Yeah.
Almost 30%. They'll say it's 30%
30%.
affirmative.
I think we need to reach a level where we are 50%.
Yeah.
And then when you look at most academic institutions at the top level, you find a high concentration of men as well.
True.
But at least for our university, we are
We are
proud
really
that we
trying.
have at least 2 ladies up there. So I think there is a need for policy that, is transformative to the extent that women are also, considered in positions of management. Yeah, because we have policies like gender policies, but to what extent are they being implemented?
Yeah.
And then also, the other leadership position that I have is that I represent my dean in the board of African Women's Studies Center.
Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And my dean is also very gender sensitive because he chose me amongst all the men that are there. And also the Senate representative for the faculty is also a female.
Okay.
Yeah, so women are also being given positions, but I think it matters a lot what you do when you have responsibility. How do you use that position also to mentor other people, other young girls, and how to support someone else also to grow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think friendly policies, I don't know whether it's affirmative action. When we talk about affirmative action, they say we want free things.
Ah. We're not asking for free things.
No, as long as you are qualified. Yeah, as long as you are qualified. I think also changing the mindset of women.
Yeah.
Especially in rural areas.
Yeah.
I have heard many rural women say they can't vote for a woman as president. So to what extent are we also empowering the woman in the rural area to believe in women leadership?
Yeah.
That is still a very big challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that, Prof. Ooh. And it's so interesting that some of the things that you're mentioning, you're just talking with Professor Tabitha, who is an economist, and
Yes.
those are some of the things she has actually mentioned. So it's
Really?
really interesting. And thank you for making the time, and thank you for
very
coming,
much.
Prof.
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe
awesome.
what I can ask you is whether if someone would want to reach out to you as a researcher to get to know you, to read about you, or to make contact, maybe for collaboration and what have you, do you have any link or any email or something that you can share that you're comfortable sharing for how?
Oh, yeah. They can reach me via email.
Yeah.
Is SMM UKHOVI.
SM Mukhovi.
SMM.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I say. SM Mukhovi.
Mukhovi. And it has to be VI.
Okay.
Yeah, at unbi.ac.ke.
All right.
There's also Google Scholar. They
Yeah.
can see the kind of research I have done in publications.
Yeah.
And also ResearchGate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prof, for coming. Really, I don't take it for granted. I have tried to have this conversation with Prof since, I think, 2023 when we met. And I started asking you whether we could have a sitting and just talk about this. So thanks for making the time.
Oh, thank you very much.
And thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, for this opportunity also to share my story. I'm sure that it will encourage someone that it doesn't matter the school you are, it doesn't matter the humble family that you come from. You can work hard and be somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And also depend on God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hapo ulikuwa umesahau kidogo.
Nilikuwa nimesahau. Depending on God is very important.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
And just, trusting God that, you have everything that it takes to make you succeed.
Thank you so much for watching. I cannot add, remove, delete, or say anything else after what Prof have said. I hope you've learned something and you've taken out something. Have a good one.
UNC TV, empowering you.